But as a kid, you may not. At some point in life, something happened, and that's so deep buried inside of you. So can I make a suggestion? Would you want, here's the thing, do you want to get up there just you're scared to death? That's the question. Some people are like, I have no idea. So Gabor, G-A-B-O-R, Mate. Ever hear of him? Gabor, M-A-T-E. He's a really, really wonderful person to start understanding trauma. And trauma is just a wound, something happens. I mean, I'm funny because in first grade, I told a joke I heard on Sesame Street where it was just like, because I didn't get any attention from my parents, never got attention teachers from the kids. I was watching Sesame Street. Next day, the teacher asked, we're doing science, why is the ocean salty? And I yell out, because fish don't like pepper. What? No, nobody's introducing me. I have somebody already hitting a button for me. Yeah, nobody's introducing me. Yeah. There you go. Huh? As soon as the music hits. Yeah. You know what? I have 15 minutes between each one. Come up and talk to me.
Because I was talking about...
Oh, I didn't hear. Okay.
Yeah, I heard you talking there.
Oh. All right. Can you hear me? How much of that conversation with that teacher did you hear? You heard the whole entire thing about how she wanted to get up on the stage, but something's stopping her, and I was talking about trauma, starting the day off wonderful. Alrighty. That's what happens. I don't talk to people, I talk with people, and I get so engaged. I'm just like, oh yeah, excuse me, I gotta do a keynote real quick. Awesome, let's try something to get everybody riled up. Okay, this side's winning. Just want to let you know. Not that it's a competition. It's so a competition. Nice. No, don't stop. No, you keep going. Come on, your home's to, come on, keep going. I whistle for her cab. Yo, home's to Bel Air. Give that table wins. No, not that table, she. She wins. Have a great day. All right, I love it. That was awesome. Good for you. Here's my question. How many of you wanted to keep on singing, and then the voice in your head said words to you when you stopped? A couple of you. How many of you have a voice in your head? Talks at you, evaluates you, tells you have at least 1 pound of weight to lose every day. How many of you have another voice in your head that turns on going, why are you being so mean to this person? They're doing the best that they can. And then a third voice going, who the heck is everybody in here, and get out? If I say up, you say? Why didn't anybody say yours? If I say left, everyone says? Right. Nobody said handed. If I say stop, everybody says? No. Nobody went hammer time. Wait, I heard something different. Sign. Who are you? Who are you that's not still stuck in her oppositional programming? So why is it when I say up, you say down, I say left, you say right, I say stop, you say go? Consider that we are designed to be oppositional. Have you ever heard a teacher or a parent do this to a child? No. Yeah, a couple of times, right? Ever go into a store and the person that's there to help you says, can I help you find something? And your immediate response is, no, I'm good. And you're like, I have no idea where anything is. So consider that automatic oppositional, it's not you. It's not the human being that's passionate. It's not the human being that shows up to work with other people's kids. It's not the human being that goes into an office to support them, to make sure all the stuff in the back end that the teachers know nothing about is happening. So that's the spirit, that's your soul. By the way, please don't believe anything that I say. Okay? Look at how I'm dressed. All right? Don't believe anything I say. None of this is truth. I'm just a gardener. I just want to plant a seed or two, and if something benefits you, try it on. If something doesn't benefit you, just don't. But just consider that automatic voice that goes on in your head over and over and over, it's not there to benefit you. And there's other parts of our body that we can connect with, and there's other parts of our body that we can actually make decisions with.
Ready?
Wait one second, I want to make it high def. So as this plays, what I invite you to do is notice what part of your body do you feel the most activating when you're watching this little kid?
Okay, now we gotta go fast. Are you ready? Yeah.
What was the last time you laughed so hard that you busted out on the floor, couldn't even breathe? How many of you have kids in your lives and they start laughing like this and you just sit back and go, I'm gonna have fun for the next 5 minutes? How many of you, one of the kids, whether you're teaching them or your kid starts laughing like this and something in your body goes, you're way too happy, let me shut that down. Why did I sound like my mother? So just, again, consider, there's your brain. Its job is to take care of all the automatic systems in our body. Your brain tells you when your brain doesn't go, hey, it's time to breathe. It's automatic. Your brain doesn't tell you, hey, it's time to have your heartbeat. It does it automatically. It's all systemized. But your heart is something different. And your heart is where we can actually get all the love and all the joy out of it. So what I want to do is I want to start now by playing a little game to get you guys all pumped up and to activate your inner child. So I love the way that you're standing up for this. I love the way that you're standing up for this. I appreciate you standing up for this. Thank you for you standing up. Do I want you sitting or do I want you standing? Awesome. Remember, your bosses are watching you. How many of you are like, I'm not going to stand unless you're going to stand? Now you're like, oh, you're all standing, so I'm not going to stand? That's fine. And by the way, it's totally optional to have fun. You're the ones that get to choose. So I brought a laser with me. Excuse me. I brought a laser with me, and this laser is designed to chop off your head. So you do whatever you think is right. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. Awesome. Kinda. So I saw a bunch of people ducking. I saw somebody going like this. One person in the back, they're so into play, they're like, and then I saw a lot of other people going like this. Because the voice in their head's been running, the voice went, there's no laser. That's the same voice that goes, I'm fun with my kids. No, you're not, but it's okay. That's why there's other people around you that are more fun. Some people are fun, some people aren't. I understand. The problem is that we've cut off our heart when one little thing happens in life. So I have another laser. This one goes zh, 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 and it's going to chop off your feet. So you do whatever you think is right. Zh, 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 zh. Wah, 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 wah. Zh, zh, zh. Are you laughing? Great. If you're not laughing and you're not participating, does that benefit you? Oh, you're saying no for them or you're saying no for the people? Okay, just checking. Okay, so awesome. Ready? Let's try one more thing. Wong, 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 zoom, zoom, wong, zoom, wong, zoom, wong, zoom, wong, zoom, wong, zoom, wong, zoom. You realize you're getting frustrated about invisible lasers. Just want to be clear with you on that. Oh, he brought out two. What? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, what the heck was that? Oh. Hey, everyone, it's The Rock. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wong, zoom. Whoa, 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 wong, zoom. Whoa, 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 wong, zoom. Sonic boom. Okay, that's for the Street Fighter people. Have a seat. Good for you. That guy was up on a chair. His feet are okay, and then he was ducking. Anybody else tired? Okay. So, let me teach you some beautiful breathing. Take your tongue, put it behind the back of your bottom teeth like this. Okay? Awesome. We're gonna do the Princess Bride test to make sure that you have the proper tongue positioning before we start the cold breath. So tongue behind the back of your bottom teeth. Repeat after me. Wav. True, Wav. It's a magical experience. Everyone say marriage. Okay, if you sounded like me, your tongue's in the proper positioning. If you have no idea what we're doing and you've never seen The Princess Bride, highly recommend going to watch it. Even if you're a person that was standing like this, by the time you're done, feeling joy and happiness, you may one day, instead of standing like this during laser beam game, might be crazy and go like this. And that's a start. At least it's not the opposite of playing with your inner child. What was I just talking about before? The cold breath, thank you. Yeah, I have ADHD, like gifted, but it goes all the way. How many of you are ADHD? Awesome. How many of you can hyper-focus on something for like 6 hours and then for a week nothing's happening and then you make yourself wrong? Oh, I do. But then I learned that that's just the way that I am. So, cold breath. Tongue behind the back of your bottom teeth. Breathe in like you're sucking air through a straw. Try it. And breathe out. One more. Tongue behind the back of your bottom teeth. Breathe in. Or breathe out. And breathe out. What do you feel? What's that? You feel hot breath? Like on the back of your neck? Oh, okay. Maybe that might have been the person behind you, like exhaling so much. You're like, what is going on here? I'm not. Okay. So a cold breath is something that you can do to help calm your body down. The problem is that you're gonna have to figure out a way how to do it when you're in a heightened state. Like how many of you have had one of these kids in your classroom in your life, they're like, and then your response automatically, your instinct, not like your heart, your instinct's like, calm down, breathe in, relax, there's a tour coming. Oh, did you get all uncomfortable about that? Okay. So consider the breathing that you do as something that definitely will benefit you. The problem is that we get in our heads a lot. So what I want to do is give you an opportunity to consider, do you want to play in your life win-win or do you want to play win-lose? For most people, for someone to win, someone has to what? Lose, absolutely, 100%. But what about win-win? What if win-win was possible? Has anybody ever heard the phrase, I'm like trying to figure out where to put my book bag over here, behind the other book bag. Has anybody ever heard the phrase, two people can be right at the same time? Or two things can be right? Anybody bothered by that? Anybody like, no, it's just me. How many of you like to be wrong? Raise your hand. How many of you like to be right? Raise your hand. Look at all the hands go up. I didn't even say about what. It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So this is the basketball game. You're all familiar? Okay. Two teams. The blue team and the white team. This kid over here, let me try to get the quality up a little better. This kid on the blue team throws the ball to his teammate, number 10. What does number 10 do? Shoots the ball. Now that's amazing, because if I would have shot it from the side, there's no way it would have even touched the rim. So that already is incredible. Now this kid, number 10, that just threw the ball, he is a master of win-lose. Now, isn't that good when it comes to sports? I mean, you have to win unless you're playing soccer, and ties are okay. That's weird. Football. We have to win to get more points than the other team, so this kid is great. This is a human being that's pretty much stuck in win-lose. Some people in life get stuck in win-lose where the more they shut off their heart, the more they stop feeling happiness, joy, love, but you still as a human being need to feel, so then you go to anger and you go to sadness and you go to rage because you still as a human need to feel. There's some people that in life, let's say there was, something on the ground. And there's people that would walk by and like this, that doesn't belong there, somebody should put that away. And then they would be thinking about it as they leave and they would come back, nobody put that away, there's a spot for that. And then they will come back again going, why didn't anybody pick this up? And what they're doing is they're feeding themselves. When you feel like you're right, your brain sends a message to your body for a shot of dopamine. When you make someone else wrong, you're making somebody wrong for putting this on the ground, you then make them wrong, you get dopamine. You make someone wrong, you get dopamine. You be right, you get dopamine. So you feel, finally, for a second or two. And then you have the teacher that comes in and goes, oh, there's something on the ground. And they're like, hi, Miss Susie. And you keep on going, and now it's done. And now Miss Susie's mad at this teacher because now she doesn't have anything to complain about. Ever have anybody invite you to their pity party? All the time. Anybody ever walk up to you, go like this? Oh, she's good. She's like, I just smile. She's like, you're gonna be going, right. How many of you go, what? And they're like, oh, let me tell you. Like, oh boy, let me see how much time I have. So this kid over here shoots the ball. Amazing at win-lose. In the game, it's wonderful. In life, it becomes super challenging. What I've found. Now, number 50, this angel. How many of you feel that? How many of you awe it already? Are you clapping for me or him? How many of you clap at the end of a movie? How many of you clap when the plane lands? Okay, just wondering. Okay, cool. How many of you clap when the plane takes off? Like why don't we do that? That's kind of weird to think about it, but okay. So you felt that awe. Your brain didn't do that. Your heart just went, awe, and then you felt something around this area. Awe is the sound of your heart opening. If you can focus once a day on getting more awe instead of this thing just going, are you going to join the gym yet? You should join the gym. Why haven't you joined the gym? It is that. They're talking about you right now. Why don't you do that? Like, how many of you wake up in the morning and you say, like, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for this? Beautiful, same. How many of you wake up in the morning, your brain turns on like an operating system, it goes, top 10 things to worry about, let's go, and you're like, ah! So, after today, everybody here gets 3 months of free coaching on the phone or Zoom with me. If you're brave enough to not listen to your brain and you're brave enough to listen to your heart, give me a half hour of your time so we can figure out when was that time where it used to be, I can't wait to get to work. I can't wait to see my kids. And now it's, I can't wait till it's 5. See, the thing that we don't like to be responsible for is you're the one that shut off your heart, because you responded to something externally. There's an amazing man, Gabor Mate, G-A-B-O-R, Mate, M-A-T-E. He talks about trauma, but in such a loving way that he explains it, that is beautiful. I'm nowhere near that specialist, but if you feel like there's things inside that need to get out, then go watch some videos and hopefully you'll be able to. Have you ever heard this song before? Have you heard this song? Okay. Surprised you didn't just bust out into it. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna play this. I'm not gonna play that, because if I play that, then you're just gonna keep on going. It's gonna be like an earworm, you know, like an earworm? Okay, so I won't do that to you. Because I'd rather you do this. Does that make sense? Because when you listen to your heart, it just like opens up. Okay, this is a lot of things. Okay, cool, thank you. Would you rather me be up here with a PowerPoint educating you? Or would you rather me be doing what I'm doing right now? Okay, remember that with your own kids at home. Remember that with your significant others when you're telling them how they're supposed to be instead of allowing them to be who they are. Remember that when you walk into the room and you see somebody laying on the couch resting and your brain goes, not on my watch! Instead of your heart going, can I get you something to drink? Can I pop up your pillow? You can do two different things. All right, back to this beautiful soul, number 50. Number 50 is gonna eventually help number 0 get the ball in the hoop. And it's not gonna be this time. Now look, everybody else, watch. I need you to understand. Watch everybody else just standing there. Now, could this kid over here run and knock the ball out of his hand on the opposite team, run down, get 2 points? Yeah, he doesn't do that. Could Zuckerberg Jr. over here like run up to a meta, like that, right? But he doesn't, because mostly everybody here sees that there's win-win about to happen. Are you thinking of someone in your life that is just full of win-win? Anybody full of win-win? People in your life? Anybody have someone in their life that just accepts them for the way that they are? Oh, that must be nice. You don't have my parents. They're still waiting for me to get a job. But my parents are a little nutty. Like, I was born in Israel, and so were they. And I don't understand it. Like, when all this stuff started happening over there, their brains told them, we need to fly over there and help. I'm like, you've been out of the military for 30 years. Like, we need to go. I'm like, cool. I don't know, but that's their brain. If their hearts were open, which they never have been, because I understand where their traumas come from, and I knew my grandparents, it totally makes sense why they are the way that they are. And it took me a while to actually accept them to be who they are instead of me wanting them to be other people. Like, I grew up watching the Bradys, so I thought that's how every family was. One day I acknowledge I have the Bundys, and I'm okay with it. By the way, I just saw on Facebook today they're doing a special in December, the Bundys reunion. Yes. Okay, cool. Anywho. Okay, so number 10 gets the ball. Number 10, the king of win-lose, that one person that talks about you, makes fun of you, this and that, whatever, and is never happy and lies to you and says, you're not supposed to be happy all the time. And you're like, no, you're supposed to be happy all the time. Ever seen a kid? And then people tell you to grow up, and for some reason you believe it. Anybody ever been told to grow up? Does that benefit you? Anybody ever been told this? If you can't make money doing it, stop it. And then you stopped whatever passion you had. You stopped your singing, your dancing, your writing, your this, your that. Just because other people just don't like people that are successful because it triggers something in them. Like when you have a child going, the child's not having a fit, in my opinion. They're having an emotional experience. And the emotional experience is beautiful. That's how our bodies are designed. You saw In and Out, or what, all these different things. We have emotions. We've been programmed to push them all down by having a drink or whatever. And instead, then we wonder why we get disease. Again, don't believe anything that I say, but do a little research on it. TikTok's amazing. I'm kidding, I'm teasing. It's not YouTube. YouTube's the way to go. So what happens is then if we don't express ourselves, anybody ever just scream into a pillow? Anybody ever cry it out for 30, 45 seconds and immediately feel better? It's because that emotion, energy and motion, if it stays stagnant in your body, if you haven't screamed, yelled, cried, it doesn't benefit you at all. So I offer you to let that out by, especially here this morning, by if you have an opportunity to sing and you want to sing and your brain's getting in your way. Come on, let me hear it. Never meant to make your daughter cry. Did you just do everyone just go, woo, hee hee. Hey! Alrighty. So what do you think number 10's gonna do? How many of you think number 10's gonna shoot the ball? Stuck in win-lose. Gotcha. How many of you wonderful people think that number 10 is gonna go, I'm not playing in win-lose. I'm going to now break my pattern that I've been stuck in forever and how many of you think he's gonna turn and hand the ball number 50? Awesome, let's go. How many of you would shoot the ball? Got it. Okay, here we go. This is about looking good. How many of you would really shoot the ball, but you didn't want to raise your hand because the other people around you that would shoot the ball would judge you because you're afraid of being judged and your brain doesn't allow you to be fully self-expressed? How many of you would shoot the ball? Got it. Nothing wrong with it. Outside of this room is the fake world, the political correctness and right and wrong and all that stuff. In here, in this space, there's no right, there's no wrong, there's just love. Grab on to being happy. Try it. Grab on to being happy. Grab on to being right. Okay, cool. Choose. You only get one at a time. When you're making somebody wrong, what did I tell you? What do we talk about? There's no love. Here's a beautiful one that made me understand what I was doing to get in my own way, which had me meet my amazing wife of 4 years. Grab onto your checklist for your significant other. Now grab onto true love. Choose. Oh, yeah, some of you don't like that. He'll change. Good luck with that. Okay. How many of you don't want to be judged? Like those of you that didn't raise your hand. How many of you really don't want to be judged and didn't raise your hand because other people that are going to be judging you don't? Now, here's the thing. How many of you judged me the moment that you saw me come in? How many of you immediately the second that the music stopped because I was having a conversation with the wonderful human, I didn't come in immediately, your brain judged me? You don't have a choice. It's okay. Just get that. How many of you don't follow a passion in your life because the person that they're not even on the planet anymore, they're gone? But do you think that like they're going to be looking down at you? How many people are like, I can't start singing. I can't date this person. I can't do this. I can't do that. Because if they see me, what does the brain say? They're going to be what? They're going to roll over in their graves. It's impossible. Do you know how tight those graves are? Have you seen they're half bone? They can't do it. The hairs grow. Okay, that's my humor. By the way, this is called, if you didn't know already, this is called unprofessional development. If you can't, it's unprofessional. It's the opposite of professional development. So just want you to be clear on that. Okay, cool beans and rice. Beans and rice. Steak place to go to. Roadhouse? Okay. Are you just a Patrick Swayze fan? Okay. Roadhouse. So now look, the other kid from the beginning threw the ball at number 50, but number 50 did something. He put his hand up. Ball! He took an action. If some of you are here and you work in a classroom and your co-teacher's not there, then you may have to be the champion even though you have been there less time. For those kids, you may have to figure out a way or get to figure out a way how to open up their hearts. You don't have to, but I mean, why not have fun? If you're in a classroom or you're in an office, why not for the 8-10 hours a day that you're there, have fun all day? A pause so your brain can sabotage you by saying something like, it's professional, we're not allowed to, this, that. That's totally fine. Now, watch number 10. I mean, this kid runs around. His cardio must be insane. But watch number 10 and his reaction. If you're a human being, that something happens and you're just triggered or activated to do something like number 10, it's not you. It's your brain. It's your trauma. You can get it handled. You can heal yourself and you can do loving, amazing things if you just take a little responsibility. You see that? How many of you know people in life, the second that you do one thing off for a little bit, they just jump to correct you? They're so hurt inside. That's all they have. That's literally, the heart's closed, that's all they have. Put on that video of the kid, put on this video for them. They're called pattern interrupt videos. I'm not doing behavior mastery, my behavior system that also is used on the Head Starts Academy Plus training platform. But everybody here gets 6 months of free access to our online courses, and behavior mastery is on there. And it's the amazing, most perfect program. It's not 4-year implementation like some of these things that want to steal your money. You can change your classroom in a week, because it's how to get the neurodivergent, exceptional kings and queens of the classroom that are already running the classroom to help you run the classroom so everybody creates win-win. By the way, don't believe anything that I say. Your brain's just like, ain't good. How many of you, your brain won't work with my kids? You mean the stuff that you haven't learned yet, that you haven't tried? Well, good for you. How many of you literally choose being right over being joyous or trying new things all the time? Anybody never fly on a plane because of a story their brain made up, but you get in a car every day? Don't look up statistics. By the way, 50% of statistics are false. Enjoy. Feel it. Feel your heart. Now, if you're a teacher, you pull up to the school at 8:50, because not 9. Like, you're supposed to be in your classroom at 9, not pull up to the school at 9. But I'm sure everybody knows that, and no directors here ever have any challenges whatsoever. If somebody cut you off, if you got a flat tire, if you spilled your coffee, your tea, or something like that, you can choose to walk into that office, walk into your work, walk into the classroom and bring that energy, just like I did. Hopefully you have somebody amazing like this that just blows off my invitation to a pity party. Oh, by the way, in the Oh no, we're doing the other workshop. Okay, cancel that. Like when you're when you're like at the attorney, like at the courthouse, you ever see that? It's like, I did it! Oh, strike that from the record. And the jury's like, I'm supposed to just forget that he just admit, yeah, because, okay. Nice. I got that from my buddy, Mr. Ty. He said I can do that. If you want to keep singing, go on with your bad self. Anybody just want to? Okay. I'm testing the integrity of the stage. 333 pounds, let's go. 333 pounds, 49 years young. I'm so happy I started yoga 20 years ago, so I feel amazing. I have no pain in my body. And the fascia, F-A-S-C-I-A, that's the membrane between the skin and the muscle where trauma is stored, apparently, that some people say. My fascia stretches, it breathes. If you've never taken a yoga class before because your brain made up a story, there's so many different kinds of yoga classes. There's one called Raja, R-A-J-A. There's one called Yin. There's one called Restore. All of them, you're on the floor the entire time. You don't move. Some of you went on the floor. That ain't happening. Maybe that's why you need yoga. Maybe if you're a grandma and you can't squat down, like if I asked you, everybody just squat down like this. How many of you went, nope? Good. Got it. You can get yourself back to that. That's what the next workshop's about. It's about getting your knees, your ankles, your lower back strong. Only if you want. There's some people that are 30, 40, 50 years young, and the voice in their head said, you know that health thing? I'm good. And you're like, stop going to the gym, stop walking, but you got like 40, 50 years to go. It's like you died, but you're not going to be buried for 40 years. That's a choice you made. I totally get it. And you can totally... Oops, I gave away the punchline. How many of you have seen her? Okay, yay. By the way, after this video skyrocketed, she could have just been a regular person. She turned this into a keynote speaking career. You're looking for a keynote next year? Look her up. And she talks about joy and happiness and wonderfulness. And things could have happened in people's lives that activate them, and then they do something amazing, and then maybe things happen in life, you're like, and you let an amazing opportunity go by.
Okay, so this is what I got. Once again, this is for me, not for Duncan, not for Cadence. I mean, I'll let them play with it. I'm not a bad mom. I'm not a jerk. But in all honesty, at the end of the day, they're going in a toy box and goes in my room. So, here we go. I gotta take my glasses for it.
How many of you are ready? Anybody fighting your heart opening? Because you're like, if it opens, it might stay open, then I might be vulnerable. Yeah, that's the point. How many of you have chosen, I'm not gonna get in a relationship because of a past relationship and it was their fault because they did something, but I'm not good with the relationships. Sure, believe your brain. Or ask your heart.
Naturally. Okay, here we go. So.
Who's seen this before?
Yes.
Who's never seen this?
Okay.
First person up here gets to put it on. Winner!
You were closer. You were closer.
Right, that's why she got here faster. She said, you were closer. Right. Okay.
Can I put it on for real?
What's that? Yeah. No, I lied to you in front of everybody. Okay, now, do you know how that works? So you put it on your chin. So now all you do is just open your mouth.
Okay.
Okay, hold on one second. There you go. All right. I'm not going to tell you to close your mouth because I'll get canceled. But then I can uncancel myself. Is this thing? Okay, here you go. All right, so how's your conference going so far? So you don't even have to talk if you don't want to. But you can if you can, but for right now, should you? Yeah. So how's your conference going? Okay. Have you met any cool people here?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. All right, and what's the favorite part of the, you didn't hear that, favorite part of the conference?
So, new people.
Nice. All right, give her a round of applause. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. And thank you. Where are you going?
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome. How many of you, your inner child just went, I would have come up there if I would have known that I could keep one? Like if you don't acknowledge your inner child and if you don't realize that it's just there to play and have fun and be joyous and happiness, like how many of you have ever been driving and then somebody cuts you off and then 2 seconds later you're this far away from that person's bumper? Because your brain's like, I'm going to show them they almost got into an accident by almost getting into an accident. But it's not really your brain, it's your inner child. You're driving, somebody cuts you off, your inner child goes, no cutting! Bam! 9:45, right? Done? Yeah? I'm not saying it's 9:45. I just said okay, thank you. There you go, John in the back. Okay, awesome sauce. Yeah. By the way, you can stalk us online. Stalking is now legal. All the stuff, I'll put this up a little bit later. And then I just want to, all the evaluation forms on your table, you can fill them out, you can totally not. There are also doodle boxes on there, so if you're a person that's ADHD that can't focus because you have to be drawing or writing or taking notes or something, that's what that paper is for. If you're going to hand in the evaluation form, make sure you take a picture of that paper, drop them off there. Everybody gets 6 months free of my online courses, but I'm also going to give you this whole page of resources, yoga. My beautiful friend Chris, she created a 20-minute meditation on how to meet and connect with your inner child. You have a box of tissues ready for you, because if you haven't met your inner child and that inner child is deep down inside, they're waiting to be fully self-expressed, feel free to have your brain go, no, it's not, and lie to you. But if you actually asked your heart, it would be different. So I'm going to give you a question that I want you to ask yourself in your brain. Okay? I'm going to give you one question I want you to ask yourself in your brain, but 17 seconds have gone by, so I don't know if you're still paying attention, so I just need to. Din, 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 din. Sure, there you got a different song. Din, 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 din. She's just DJing in her head. That's awesome, tremendous. All right, ask yourself this question inside your brain. I wonder what my next thought will be. What happened? What? You went to the next thought? Anybody else, something different happened? What's that? What happened? Nothing? Blank? Anybody, their brain just went blank? Anybody go, like their brain finally went quiet and they went like this? Oh. Isn't it nice? Then your brain now turned back on. It's like, so the reason why that works, the reason why you can actually get 2 to 3 seconds of quiet in your brain, which is exceptionally wonderful when it's time for you to take a breath. Because if you get into fight, flight, freeze, fawn, if a kid comes up to you and goes, I don't love you, and you're not a person that has love trauma, then you go, it's okay, you don't love me. You're allowed to be any way that you want. I love you. What would you like to do today, kid? Then the kid thinks, I'm going to tell my second grade brother that didn't work. How many of you have kids that come in and they just have something brand new because they just learned it off of YouTube or something? And then they try and they push your buttons. By the way, where are your buttons? Show me. Your belly button doesn't count, miss. We don't have buttons. We create buttons when a child says something to us and the child goes, I don't love you, and you have love trauma and you go, oh, how can you say that? You're so rude. You're so, and the kid's like, ooh, guess what I'm saying every morning? Because now your face turned into Jim Carrey or Kate McKinnon or something like, instead of, good morning. Instead of you doing the thing that you force your kids to do in the morning, good, when one of the kid comes in, good morning, and the kids are like, oh, good morning, Billy. You know you're late, right? No, okay, so I offer you, whenever you feel like you're in a state that doesn't benefit you, whether it's after the keynote, whether it's later on today, somebody sends you a text message. If you want to stay upset, totally cool. But if you don't, ask yourself, I wonder what my next thought will be. And when it goes quiet, take a cold breath or two. And now you have at least balance that you can connect with your heart, ask your heart what to do, or you can go right back to your brain, being right, making others wrong, and not being in love and joy. Think about one thing in life that worries you that you have no control over. I'm sure there's 50 of them. That's a crazy thing that the brain does, have you worry about things that you can't control. And that's just a trauma, because at some point you didn't worry about something happened, your brain went, nope. Now I'm going to wake you up in the morning and say top 10 things to worry about. Again, this is just a chemical computer. It's just programming that comes in at a young age. Come on, sing it if you want. And if you're oppositional, you're not allowed to sing. So who knows the words at the end? Take me on, take on me, take me on, I'll be gone. That's what I hear, right. Yeah, I hear that sound like is there a TV on in the other room? Something like that? Let's listen. Take on me, take me on, I'll be gone in a day or two. I had to look it up. Ready? I'll be gone in a day or two. I don't hear it either. Okay. Anybody have any neck pain? Not pain in the necks. I can't help you with that. Okay, you have to help you with that. Before we do that, I was watching this amazing documentary. It was about a teenage boy who wanted to be a scientist. He worked hard, and then one day he got bitten by a radioactive spider. And then he started shooting webbing out of his hands, and he fought this guy, Dr. Octavius. So Spider-Man. How many of you are like, ooh, documentary, educational, I'm gonna be serious. Put on your serious faces. Everybody put on your serious faces. Okay, don't do that. In that movie, they talk about every single time they remake it, with great power comes great responsibility. Who knew Spider-Man would have one of the most amazing lines that will benefit you or not in your life? So as much power you want in your life is as much responsibility you choose. So if you go to a personal trainer or nutritionist and they give you a program, and instead of you doing it their way and getting their results for you, how many of you do everything your way? You go to somebody to learn from, but you end up doing it your way and you get your results for you. And you wonder, you're like 3 cheat days a week is fine, and you wonder why, you got the double chin going on and they have no chin and they got the Hawaiian buns on their stomach. But of course, do you take responsibility or do you go, they don't know what they're talking about? Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how easy it is to alleviate ourselves of responsibility. So I'm going to give you something to be responsible about. There's no way I'm going to fit on that chair and not end up with my bottom through it, legs up in the air, which would be hysterical for me. I was a pro wrestler, so I don't care about falling and stuff. You know how my parents helped me be a pro wrestler? My mom told me, you're not allowed to be a pro wrestler. I'm not going to push you around in a wheelchair for the rest of your life, so all I wanted to do as my oppositional, spiteful self is be what? A wrestler. So I tried to figure out how to be a pro wrestler. My dad wanted to help me not be a pro wrestler by taking me to a wrestling school so that I would fall, get hurt. Wonderful parents. He didn't know, because he was always working, that at 13, the first time I saw Hulk Hogan get interviewed, let me tell you something, brother. I'm just like, I don't know what this is, but I want to do it. And then at 13, I started gymnastics, I started martial arts, I started lifting weights, I started improv, and I started comedy classes. If any one of your kids had that much passion towards something, would you shut them down or would you support them? Yeah, and then when my dad takes me to a wrestling school and I get in the ring and they say, do this and do that, and they want me to do a roll, and I'm like, how about I do a front flip instead? And then I stand up and I picture 80,000 people cheering me on. My dad went, uh-oh, don't tell your mom. And I didn't, because he's still alive. So my request of you is oppositional. If you have kids that are oppositional, tell them they can't do something so they can do it. Anybody that becomes doctor, lawyer, accountant, what, 200, 300,000 a year? Great, they're not gonna buy you a house. The kids that buy you a house, moms, grandmas, are the ones that are artists, singers, rappers, athletes, moguls, this and that. So just consider when you're telling your kids not to do something, does that benefit you? Here's my quick parenting program. This is what you tell your kids. I love you, how can I support you? Anything else is your own brain trying to get in the way. Does that make sense? Cool, awesome. By the way, I went to be a pro wrestler, and after 5 years when I landed on the back of my head and almost paralyzed myself, for 6 months while I was having trouble walking, all I heard in my head is, I'm not gonna push you around in a wheelchair the rest of your life, and it's amazing, my body healed spectacularly. Spite is more powerful than love. And I wrestled for another 7 years. So if you don't want your kids to be like me, support your kids, because the creatives are what's gonna be the super ones out there. Because as AI takes over every job in the next 5 years, the creatives are gonna be the ones that need to guide the AI. And we can have a whole conversation about that, or just watch Behavior Mastery. Again, let me coach you. If you have kids at home that they don't have a vision, they don't have a pattern in life, they're stuck in high school, let me help them become passionate so they can buy you a house. Everybody take your hand. Small house, big house. Put it on your forehead. Anybody remember biffs? Remember you got biffed in high school? Psh, like that, or a fib? A couple of you? Okay. Push your head into your hand and your hand into your head. Push 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay. Take your hand, put it behind the back of your head. Push your hand into your head into your hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. How many of you feel your neck muscles getting tight? How many of you are like, I have neck muscles? Okay, so that's good. I want you to have neck muscles that are strong, because like I've seen, how many ways can you slip a disc in your neck? How many of you have ever just heard a sound, or one of your kids and you went like this and your head went that way, the disc went that way? Anybody ever sleep wrong? Like, what is that? So I'm gonna give you some advice that works for me, not advice that you should do. What works for me is A, get a pillow that you can have support, that you, like a memory foam. Number 2, get a body pillow. I travel with a huge body pillow that I fold in half because it's amazing for your spine. And number 3, get off your phone after 10 o'clock. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, take your hand, put it on the side of your head. Push your head into your hand into your head, feel this tightness. And by the way, you don't have to do this stretch for your oppositional people. You're not allowed to. And my question to you, switch 5 seconds. And I love the people that aren't doing it until I just kind of, my eyes glaze over towards them, and then they do it. And then there's even some people, okay, let go, and then just check in with your neck and see if your neck feels stronger. For some reason in 5th grade, I loved math until I had a mean math teacher, and then my brain said, you're gonna show her, you're gonna stop getting an A in math, and you're gonna flunk. And then I saw her next year. So if you're a person that your inner dialogue is like, you're in the back, I can't see you, but your brain's like, I'm not gonna stretch because I'm gonna show you, good for you. That's fine. And then if you're sitting in a car and you're at a red light and somebody behind you taps you going 10 miles per hour and your head's not on that, what is that thing called? What is that? Head rest, how do you say it? Head rest? So what are you supposed to do with it? How many of you, your head just floats in space? Yeah, that's fine. I put my head there, but if your head just floats in space, somebody hits you. Remember the crash test dummy commercials? Boom, boom. Your neck goes everywhere. Your body stays still because it's strapped in, hopefully. And then you have a chiropractor bill 3 times a week. Or take 30 seconds to do this strengthening. That's all you have to do, and it strengthens your neck. Let's do some stretching. Take your hands, put it behind the back of your head. Oh, I saw one person go like this. So, all right, hey, listen, everybody's had a pass. Everyone's got a pass. Good for you. Now, gently tuck your chins in. Chins. If someone's got a chiseled jaw, good for you. Go eat a carb. If you feel this just to the top of your neck, no big deal. If you feel this to the middle part of your back, consider stretching more. If you feel this going all the way down to the lower part of your back, what could your body be telling you to do? Stretch before I pull your lower back so you can't move for a week. And for those of you that chose to do this stretch, does that benefit you? And for those of you that didn't choose to do this stretch, does that benefit you? See, I don't do right and wrong. I just want you to realize the consequences of your actions. When you stretch, when you breathe, when you strengthen, when you laugh, when you watch videos, the consequences, joy, happiness, and wonderful. When you don't, the consequences in the mirror. Look up in the air. Let's eat some air like baby bird. Gonna eat some food from mama bird. She just crunched it up for us. How many of you feel these muscles? How many of you, your sternocleidoid mastoid, your SCM muscles, these muscles here, when you do the what happens is this part of the neck, the skin starts to pull back. Like you remember Thanksgiving? Remember that person at the table that you kind of looked around and you're like, what's that? You're like, shouldn't you be on the table? How many of you are checking right now on the down low? You're like, I'm not talking about the doon doon. Everybody play. Ready? Come on. Doon 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 doon. Some of you are like, I don't have that. Sure you don't. Take your head, drop it over to one side. Don't try to pull your head and stretch. This is not 80s and 90s gym class where the gym teachers are taught completely wrong information. Remember when they had that rope? And you as a human being with no pads and no net were supposed to climb 30 feet in the air and then come down with no gymnastics or ninja training. I looked at them like, nope, you're gonna fail. I'm like, okay. Now go to the other side. And notice, I'm not pulling, I'm just letting the head just stretch. And what's gonna happen is your brain's gonna say, stop stretching, you don't need to do this. Some of you, your brain won't even let you stretch because you're on your phone, and that's fine. You don't need to choose to be happy and joyous. Now, if you want to get more of a stretch, if your head's this direction, take the finger on this side and point 45 degrees down and notice how this whole area just opens up. If you're lucky enough like me, you have a good layer of fat right here that you can just rest on, awesome. Again, if you don't have that, eat a dozen donuts. Okay, and then take your hand and go like this. Now check in with your neck, and if you feel good, and if you like this neck stretch, consider doing it. And if you don't feel good and it hurts, my name is Steve, and I never taught you anything and erase all video footage. Let's see. Nice. Beep! Hey Montel, this is Mrs. Percy. My number is 605-70 beep 89 here. You just got famous. Hit me up. You know what I'm talking about, right? That's at the end of the song. Nobody? All right, whatever. Let me see, I want to do one video before we close out. So this is my alpha training list. I have 70 videos, all the stuff that I show you, videos of me with my kids and stuff, behavior mastery, all these cute little munchkins. It's on there. You'll get links to all this stuff. And this is a pattern. So pattern interrupt is part one of behavior mastery. What do I mean by that? It's, I don't do the Joey, Billy, Susie, Bobby, 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. What did I tell you? What are you talking about? Come over here, sit on the crisscross rug that I see teachers do. And it's like 9:35 on a Monday morning and they're exhausted. So if I want to get all the kids' attention in behavior mastery, I'm going to teach you just to go, woof! Yep, and all the people that weren't paying attention are paying attention to me now. Animal noises. I'll sing a song, I change my voice, my accent, and you can't avoid it. Even if you're not paying attention, your ears are perking up. would you like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? But all these different things are there to engage the kids instead of, and this stuff works amazing for adults. Me and my wife were walking in the airport, and there was a guy, believe it or not, on his phone looking down, and I'm double his size, which means I'm not moving. So I'm going like this and walking, and he's about getting closer, and I'm like, all right, wait for it. Woof! Oh, sorry, like that. And then I laugh, because it's funny. And I'm a black belt, and I'm big. If you know me, I'm the biggest, nice, comfy, like teddy bear in the world, because I love, and joy, but I can like... Okay, good. Like, why not be silly? Like, why, okay, ready? Why not be silly? I'm gonna let your brain answer. And if you got nothing, then ask your heart. And your heart's gonna go, I don't have an answer. And good. Anybody ever make decisions with different parts of their body? Everybody make a decision with their belly, their gut? Yeah. You make a decision with your gut. You make a decision with your heart. Things go a certain way. Gotcha. 5 more minutes? I thought 9:45. Oh. Okay, wow, okay, you're not watching the video. Okay, don't look at the screen. Everybody, we're gonna do some yogarati. The way we do yogarati is like this. Yogarati is what I teach my kids. I start my kids as 2 years young in martial arts because everybody needs to learn how to defend themselves. And by the time I'm done with my career, there's gonna be martial arts in every single public school and in the country. Only if we want our kids to be strong. Create a story, that's fine. So in yogarati, yoga and martial arts together, the first thing we do when we do a song, and I'm gonna teach you the high block song. The high block song, it goes to Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. So let's sing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. Ready, set, go. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the squirrel so high, like a pepperoni pizza pie. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder. Dude, where's my car? How many of you, when I said let's do a Twinkle Twinkle song, your brain just went, oh, and you're like, twinkle, twinkle, little star, I just want to go to the bar. And get a nice salad at the salad bar, of course. I don't know where you're thinking. Okay, next I tell the story. Why am I doing a high block? Well, kids don't know that you can stop things from hitting themselves in the head. Have you ever thrown a ball at a kid and they know how to, you're like, do you want this to hit you in the head? No. Do you know that you can stop it? No. They don't know a lot of stuff. That's why when the kids ask why, if you're a teacher that gets annoyed or a parent that gets annoyed, I want you to consider something. If they're 2 or they're 3, why? They're new to the planet. They're new to everything. So they're asking questions. Go to a foreign country and don't ask anybody anything and see how you feel. I don't know what country that is, but whatever. Okay, so now the song goes Twinkle, Twinkle, high block to the sky. Okay, and the story of it is I'm sitting under a tree, and it's all in the yogarati video. Somebody, a squirrel's up there, he drops nuts on my head, he's filling up his mouth. I tell him not to do that, he doesn't say anything. I put my hands over my head to defend myself, to block the nuts hitting my head, and I realize, I put my hand over my head, that's a high block. That's a what block? Awesome. Okay, hi. Okay, cool. So now the third part, before we do the last part, is the high block song. So I like the way that your hands are in front. I like the way that your hands are in front. Do I want your elbows out like chickens or in like kangaroos? Those are called pre-frames, part 2 behavior mastery. So ready? We're gonna do the high block song. Ready, set, go. High block to the sky. High block, way up high. Aya! The aya is the chorus. Come on, let's try this again. Ready? High block to the sky. High block, way up high. Aya! One more time. Let me hear that aya. High block to the sky. High block, way up high. Aya! Nice. Okay, so how we're gonna wrap up is like this. We are gonna see how well everybody does the high block. So I need a volunteer that wants to throw something at my face. Okay, come on down. Good for you. She's already coming down. Okay. I use these balls with my 24 months early childhood. So they're super soft. Just throw them at my face. Okay, my face is between my shoulders. Just giving you a heads up. Close enough. Give her a round of applause. Okay, cool. Now, you want to help me out?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Hold on one second. Now, this is what's gonna happen. You're gonna put your hands up in a ready stance like this. We're gonna go around and we're gonna throw the ball at them. Like that. Now, do I want you to catch it or do I want you to hit it? And then she's gonna hit it just like that. Hold on a second, watch, go. Here we go, Aya. What are you, in the Matrix? Oh, good for you. So now, after we do the high block song, by the way, if there's somebody that looks like they don't wanna do it, your inner child's gonna be like, whip it at them, but it's not gonna hurt, but it's totally fine. Or you can listen to your brain, be like, oh no, I'm gonna get in trouble. But then again, no one's gonna know. Actually, I'm filming this. So let me see you go, Aya. Now, once you're done with the high block, feel free to pick up a ball, turn around to the tables behind you, and help them learn Yogarati. Go. Go for it. Let's make this easier. Now turn around and throw it at people. The people behind you have been talking about you the whole time. Don't be afraid. They're not going to get hurt. Oh, who's got this? Who's got this spot hooked up over here? Good for you. Oh, hold on a second. I don't care. Clean up, everybody, everywhere. Clean up, everybody, do your share. Clean up, behind the back. I don't care. Clean up, boom. Are you ready? She wasn't ready. There you go. Keep throwing. Why aren't you throwing them at each other? What's happening? Are you professional? You're not going to get in trouble. I will. I already got paid though. Okay. You're going to jump high cross body. You're going to jump off like that. And I'm going to catch you in a power slam. No? Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me take all these off here.
There you go. Okay. So I guess I'm done. I love you all. I'm going to breathe for a little bit. If you want to drop off evaluation forms, I think John's going to come up here, and I'm just going to breathe and breathe.
Thank you, Ron.
You're welcome.
One more time for Ron Sally.
What was that?
Deidre.
Oh.
Janice.